This is the review of the new Anvil Asgard. Before we get into this video, I'd like to let you know that courtesy of CIG, we're doing a giveaway for an Anvil Asgard plus a Nova tank with LTI, plus a digital download for Star Citizen. In order to participate, all I ask is just be subscribed and leave a comment in any video between the week of Invictus launch week. So all the videos that have been released throughout the week of Invictus launch week, make sure you're leaving a comment in those videos. And also at the end, we will do a draw for the winner of the Anvil Asgard. Huge thank you to CIG for giving this over to the channel freely, for it to be available for a member of this community to receive a brand new Anvil Asgard plus the Nova tank and LTI and a download of Star Citizen. Also, a reminder, this is not a paid promotion. Let's get straight into this video. All right, guys, so the Anvil Asgard is essentially a dropship, essentially an upgrade to the Anvil Valkyrie. Just to get things started, this ship is 38 meters wide, 48 meters long, and stands 12 meters high, which is a decent size for a dropship. It has a decent amount of hull HP with 77,000. It has a mass SCM speed of 202 meters per second, and when boosted, it can go all the way up to 393 meters per second, which is pretty fast for a ship of its size. So now when we're looking at navigation speed, it can go all the way up to 1075 meters per second, which is pretty nice. It has an amazing 180 SU of cargo space, which is really good for a medium size ship. It comes with 97.5 SU of hydrogen capacity, and for quantum is 1.85 SU. When it comes to claim time, it's a total of 17 minutes. When you expedite it, you're looking at 4 minutes and 15 seconds, and the fee to expedite it is 9,430 AUEC, which isn't too bad. So now let's look at the armaments that this ship comes with. It comes with a total of 6 size 3 guns controlled by the pilot, which is awesome. In addition to that, there is a turret at the bottom right below the pilot, which are 2 size 4 hardpoints as well. So this thing is super beefy when it comes to the amount of damage that it can dish out. In addition to this, it comes with a size 3 missile turret at the top, giving you a total of 16 size 3 ordinances, which is pretty good. Tons of damage. When it comes to shielding, it has 4 size 2 shields. I was kind of hoping it would be at least a size 3 shield generator for a ship of this. I think it needs that because it needs to be able to take hits while it's dropping a vehicle or troops. It has 2 size 2 power plants, 3 size 2 coolers, and size 2 quantum drive and jump drive. Okay, so now let's take a quick look at this ship. Loving the way it looks. The paint job was fantastic. Just the stock paint is awesome. Love the big engines, love the wings. I like the positioning of this engine, right? This main engine right here. It looks super beefy, as it should, because this thing is meant to actually carry heavy vehicles, okay? Which with the Nova tank being the vehicle that that it's being advertised with, it's no surprise that this thing is going to be really strong to carry heavy vehicles. Okay, so now this is the entrance. Okay, so in here you have tons of space to fit as many vehicles, pretty decent amount of vehicles actually. You can fit when it comes to the, I actually did a video on this. When it comes to cyclone size vehicles, you can fit a couple in here. You can fit 2 Ursa size vehicles in here, front and back, and then you can fit 1 larger ground vehicle like the Nova tank, the Centurion, or the Ballista, that size. And I've seen other people also do a Pisces, a Golem. It's insane. It's insane what this thing can carry. no surprise with 180 SCU. So now here, there's a few components that can be accessed here in the cargo bay area, right? You'll find them here: shield generator, and some fuses here, cooler access. They have them here. All right. This one is a battery, which we're yet to get. So now, on both sides, right? As we've seen with the Valkyrie, there are doors that you can exit from. Okay. A great one is the ramp here that allows you to jump down, and you can also vault up to it, which is awesome. Really, really good. This is a deployable gun. I know I didn't mention it in terms of armament, but it does have these. I think these are size 1s or could be size 2s. But these Gatlins are awesome to use as well, in addition to the weaponry that I mentioned before. Really, really nice when you're dropping off vehicles and troops. So here there are two, one on each side, interior cargo spaces. So 750 thousand micro SCU, which is decent. So the same thing is also here. Everything we just covered is also on this side as well. So now let's cover the remainder of this. So let's go in here. There's 2 jump seats here, by the way, and on each side you'll have access to the different more components. So coolers, shield generators, power plants, engineering area right here. Once that's in, more components are accessed through here: cooler, shield generator, power plant. Okay, so now you go further in here, you'll have access to the turret that gives you access to the size 4s. So we're going to check that out in a moment. By the way, your quantum drive and jump drive are residing right here. On this side will be life support stuff, which is not yet in. This side will be gravity generator, which isn't here as of yet. All right, so let's check out the turret. Okay, so with max weapons, with these size 4s, you get an 107 for its capacitor, which is very good. It's going to be so good for ground support. Really, really good. In addition to the pilots, 6 size 3s with this is just insane. Okay. So now let's head upstairs. So now when you get upstairs, it's a little bit different setup compared to the Valkyrie. So they removed a lot of the space here to create more space. This here is glass, by the way. You can't go through it. On the right hand side here, you have the washroom, right? Very minimalistic here. And then on this side is 2 bunk beds here. Okay, so now there are some it says food access, which I guess will be a fridge eventually once they give us access to it. But it looks like you can put things here as well, which is pretty cool. Here is gun racks, 4 guns, regular guns that you can fit here, as well as a large one that can fit here, which is pretty decent. And then you get access to the cockpit here. All right, so now from the cockpit you get the exact same view as you expect with the Valkyrie. Awesome feature of this ship, also with a capacity of 107, are the 6 size 3s, which is insane. Look at this. Look at this. So this amount of damage, in addition to the size 4s at the bottom, is kind of insane. Kind of insane. Kind of insane. And then at the top here, like I said, the missile launcher, which has the 16 size 3s, is right there at the top. I'm hoping we could one day swap this out with maybe a turret, a man turret. Not a man turret, but a remote turret. If we could do that, that would be awesome to be able to add to the customization of this ship. So now, when it comes to the flight, right, this thing flies really well for a ship of its size and what it's meant to carry. It flies very similar to the Valkyrie. So if you've flown the Valkyrie, it's not the most nimble, but it's decent for its size. It can carry, it can do its job really well. Carry big vehicles and drop and leave safely. That's what it's meant for, and that's what it's capable of. So I'm quite impressed with how it moves and how nimble it is. And yeah, so this is essentially the review of the Anvil Asgard. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan to get this vehicle, your thoughts on it down below. Don't forget about the giveaway for this ship. Just make sure you're leaving the comments and you are subscribed to the channel between the week of Invictus launch week. I'll see you on the next one.